Hello and welcome to Draw with Elena. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to use one white piece of paper, one green crayon and marker, and one red crayon and marker. Let's get started. Today we're going to draw an elf. Not necessarily an elf on a shelf, but an elf that might be working in Santa's workshop. So an elf on a shelf might be kind of lazy in our little world. First things first, I'm going to draw two lines. These lines are called parallel because they're both running in the same direction. I'm going to add little arches at the end of them, just like that. It almost looks like some sort of French baguette bread, doesn't it? I think I end up making a lot of things that look like French baguette bread, which is quite silly. Let's go ahead and draw a rectangle on top. There we are, and we put it in green. So now, let's use our red to draw a triangle on top. And it's up to you if you want to double over right here. You want to make that one red as well. That's okay. Maybe you want it to be both red and green there. This is your choice. It's your world. Coloring is all about you and what you want to do. Yeah, I like that. Go ahead and put one line right down the middle of our big rectangle. And then use your green again to find the middle of your square, which is right about there, and draw a line straight down to the bottom of our baguette. It's starting to look like shoes and pants, don't you think? Yeah, I think so too. Let's revisit red. And we're going to draw some triangles here on the side. What do you think? Not too shabby, huh? Now, we're going to make some loop-de-loops, or you could call them upside down arches, or you could call them shallots, or you can call them scallops. Whatever it is you decide to call them, it's the same shape. That's going to be our collar. Let's use red one more time. Draw a line right the way across, and then give me a little button. I like buttons. They're fun. Now, let's revisit the green. I think our little guy should probably have hands, don't you? He's going to build all those toys for us. Hands are probably a good idea, don't you think? Now we're going to give him a face and probably some hair. So what you can do is just draw little lines like this right down from the hat. And little bits of hair coming out of the hat too. That's quite silly. I think that if he's going to be a really good helper in the workshop, he's going to need ears. So we'll go ahead and give him some ears. And then we'll give him some eyes. Those are quite sweet little eyes. The further apart they are, the cuter they look. And a smile. We'll give him a little smirk because he's just very happy. Or he's secretly chewing gum when he's not supposed to be. We would never do anything like that, would we? Maybe. Now, I want to give ourselves a little bit of detail. So I'm going to make an upside down tear shape. Make two of those, and those will be like the laces on our shoes. Actually, they kind of look like hearts too. So you could make two hearts with a couple little lines. There we are. Not too bad, huh? Now, you know what? I feel like I made a mistake. It's okay to make mistakes, right? I feel like those should have been red because there's quite a lot of green already, and I need something to sort of pop, like bubbles pop. There we go. Maybe I'll add some little lines here too, just for fun, to give it a little character, like this is where it's been sewn. All right, much better. Maybe a little X's for shoelaces. Not too bad. We can do that too, can't we? We can do whatever we want when it's our world. That's the joy of making art. It's all about you and what you want it to be. I'm going to make a candy cane type striped little hat for our gnome guy or our Christmas elf. Maybe we'll put a bowl ball on the top. There we are. I like it. We'll give it some little dots. I also think it's a little silly that our guy looks like he's floating, so we should probably give him something to stand on. There we are. Just draw a straight line right to the edge. I know my lines look pretty straight because I've had lots of practice, but everybody has to practice something, don't they? Yeah, I think so. There, I decided to give him a tiny little tongue. Yum, yum. He's just eating up all of those candies. Now, let's use our crayons. I want to use red to color in first. Because I decided to make a candy cane type hat, I'll color every other stripe. Do you have to do it this way? Of course not. It's your world. Art is a place you get to go and escape and think about whatever it is you want to think about. Maybe about what a good day you had at school, or maybe about what your best friend is up to, or are you going to see your grandparents this weekend? Nice things. But if you're thinking about things that are upsetting too, that's okay. It helps you get rid of those things. Like maybe you had a fight with your best friend. And if you think about it, think it through a little bit, you can see where it could be improved and who can communicate better. Yeah, it's a nice point. Nice little point in time where you get to go and color and just let your brain relax. A bit like a kitten taking a nap. Think of yourself like that. All right. I'm coloring in with crayon because I like to pretend that using markers, I've made my own crayon book, or coloring book, excuse me. And when I make my own coloring book, it's my own design. So you don't have to go and spend money on coloring books. You can create your own coloring book. I like to use paper that's upcycled or paper that's been printed on one side but not the other. That way we're not wasting so much and throwing out so much. There we are. I think it's coming together quite nicely. What do you think? I bet yours looks really good too. Don't forget to post your pictures in the comments. Now I'm going to take my green, and I want the little puff on the top of the hat to be green as well. So we've got green from head to toe, literally. And then we're going to go ahead and color in our pants green. But I think I'm going to go ahead and leave his skin looking white, even though that looks quite silly. It does look a bit silly, doesn't it? Do you think we should improvise again? We don't want him to look like a ghost. I'll tell you what. Because we like to improvise, that means that we do things randomly when we feel like it, in the moment. And we'll just go ahead and give him some nice skin color. There, now he doesn't look sickly anymore, does he? Now he looks like he's not a ghost. And that he's falling asleep, maybe in the snow and got real cold. We don't want that. We want him to look like he's alive and happy. There we are. It's quite nice now that we've had just a little bit of tan. You can use brown, you can use purple, you can use any color you want. All the colors are good. Color in the hand. You know what I forgot? Rosy cheeks. Let's give our little guy some red cheeks. Oh, no, that's adorable. Oh, that's not too bad. Do you think we should name him? When I was a kid, I would name everyone Fred. I think his name's going to be Fred. F-R-E-D. Fred. Don't forget to post your great artwork in the comments. Great job, everybody.